I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gonna murder that.
Yo, what's good? I didn't even realize I was on the screen. Well, we get right into it. Knicks podcast late night show. Listen, man, NBA season is here. It's time to get busy with these podcasts, man. So this is gonna be my last final thoughts day before the season starts here. I'm very excited. Usually I have tickets to game one. I passed up on it because like I'll get into that in a second. But I definitely passed on a couple tickets early on in the season. I'm actually going to prepare to go to Charlotte. So I think we're going to Charlotte pretty early, man. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna make the first couple games, but if I can't make some of these early Charlotte games, then I'll try to make a Charlotte game, in mid season. I think we play like sometime in next year again. But anyway, that's something to talk about later, man. But listen, man, they got to be alive. 2023, another season. Like I said, 2018 is when I started audio podcasts, and then Sim encouraged me to start doing YouTube stuff. Fell in love with it, and now I'm here, man. So listen, I had a bad day today. I woke up late. I woke up and I got to work like an hour late. Just a crabby day just to start it off, man. But as soon as I got to work and stuff like that, I heard on 82nd Street, for those that take the 7 train, somebody got hit by a train there, man. So that's bad news. But as soon as I heard that, that instantly snapped me out of my bad mood. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it happens. You wake up late. It could ruin your day. You don't like to be late. You don't like to have people waiting on you or having to do favors for you just so you don't get in trouble, that type of stuff. But it could have been worse. I could have got into some kind of you know calamity, or something like that, and would have been in trouble, man. So you got to count your blessings and thank God that you're not getting hit by a train, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, good luck to everybody out there. Stay off the tracks. Please don't subway surf as they're doing, as they're saying now in the system. I've caught them on the weekend. There's a group of kids on the 7 line too. They actually jump on. There's like a group of them. They all wear black face mask and all kind of stuff. I just don't get it. Life is too short, man, to be using the little time that we have to defy life. It's crazy. But anyway, let's get into the alternate universe, which is Knicks, the Knicks fandom, and just being a crazy, wild, diehard, insane Knicks fan, man. So before we get started, of course, I'm gonna be pushing this for a while. Uh, Marathon training, man. Listen, I'm doing a fundraiser. Right now we're up to 1,500. So that's incredible. I have to raise another 1,500. This is not collectively for my team. This is $3,000 each. It's not fair. You know what I'm saying? But it is fair because the New York City Marathon is a big deal. It's hard to get into. I actually qualified for it a few years ago, but due to COVID, it got canceled on me. And then I ended up getting COVID. I got messed up. Everybody knows my story. So now here I am. I'm doing it for charity, but I'm doing it for the Garden of Dreams. It's a good cause. So if you guys have it in your heart to give, please do so. Still got some time. We got the race is October 5th. So we still got time. We got up until a little bit after, I think a week after that date. to donate, but it's not October, November 5th. So follow the link here, to participate if you would like. So anyway, let's get into some Knicks stuff, man. We play tomorrow. But before we get started, I just want to shine light on my guy here. This guy is Dwayne Washington Jr. So he's been in and out the Knicks for like the last couple of years here now. G League and two-way contracts and stuff like that. Waived them, we picked them up, waived them, picked them up, waived them. Nobody else in the league is picking them up. So for those that don't know, man, all you got to do is just Google him, YouTube this guy, Dwayne Washington Jr., and then watch how good he is. He played really well in Phoenix. I don't understand why they didn't keep him. When Chris Paul got hurt, he held the team down. So I don't understand. Like he was scoring points and really holding the team down. And Chris Paul's wake. But then when Chris Paul came back, they forgot about him. They never played him again. So I have no idea what's going on with this kid. Right now, the Knicks are holding on to him. Guys like Miles McBride, guys like Archie and stuff like that. All these guys shouldn't be getting run. With this guy here, he's the one that should be getting the first dibs here. But one thing I would like to say, with the thing going on with Emmanuel Quickly was not retained. He will be a restricted free agent, which isn't a bad thing because shout out to Obi. Obi is a restricted free agent now too because Indiana chose not to pay him. So the thing with that is that Indiana has a lot of forwards. So who's gonna step up for them to be that player? So why pay Obi Toppin if you're gonna end up, playing another player? So one of these other guys might end up, beating Obi Toppin out, for the forward spot. So why pay Obi? So same thing with Quickly. Some of these other guards that we have might actually beat out Quickly. So why pay Quickly at this point in time? If we decide to make a trade, which we'll talk about here in this pod today, if we decide to make a trade, Emmanuel Quickly is going to be definitely a part of that because we have too many guards. Like I said, this kid here, Dwayne Washington Jr., I really believe in him. I really think this guy can really contribute to an NBA team. So I feel confident that if we was to trade Quickly, and maybe even trade Grimes Quickly and Grimes in the same trade, I think we can move guys up like DeJohn Jeffries, this guy Dwayne Washington Jr. I think these guys can be moved up into the rotation. I think these guys are that good. But I'm just speaking a little bit too far ahead of myself here. But like I said, I believe in this kid a lot. And we just keep moving on here. Let's look at the game for tomorrow. The Celtics. We've been playing them to start the year for the last few years. So I'm getting tired of going to opening nights playing the Celtics. This preseason was bad. So they have the nerve to give us preseason stats: 110 and 116, 41 rebounds, 40 to 49 rebounds. 22 assists, 24 assists for the Celtics. Field goals is about even, and 3-point percentage is about even. So two things here. The Knicks are usually below in assists, compared to other teams. But the Knicks pace was up a little bit. For the naked eye, I'm not sure statistically or analytically, but it just seems like the Knicks were trying to push the pace a little bit more, and we ended up with less assists. Also, to the reboundings, too, we usually dominate other teams in rebounding. We did not do that against in the preseason this year, with 41 to 49 with the Celtics, man. So that's troubling. It could be just due to Julius not playing a lot of minutes or Mitchell Robinson not playing a lot of minutes. But that's BS, because no matter who we put out there, we should be able to dominate rebounding wise. We have a lot of good rebounding players on this team. And a lot of the guys that played in preseason were actually in big time roles last year for us. Shout out to Jericho Sims, actually played major minutes for us when this guy Mitchell Robinson was hurt. So these guys can rebound all across the board. So we should not be losing, man. Should not be losing the rebounding battle. And also too, if we're going to be playing with a lot more guards and we're going to be pushing the pace, our assist number should be up. So there's a couple things that's different here about these Knicks. We're a lot smaller. It seems like we're going to be trying to catch guys on back cuts and with the ball moving around a lot more. So we're going to have a new look, kind of not offense, but kind of system. New look system just because of the players that we have involved here. So it's going to be interesting to see how we play this year. I'm very anxious to see when the lights come on how the Knicks really approach the game night in and night out. So these first three games this week are going to tell a big tale here. So I think we play back to back already. I think we play back to back Friday and Saturday. So that's gonna be interesting, man. I'll be doing a watch along and stuff like that. So that's a good segue to the next thing here for the watch alongs. If you guys don't want to hear Breen and my young lady, I keep forgetting her name, Doris Burke, excuse me. Doris Burke, who I love. I love Doris Burke, but a lot of people hate her. You know what I'm saying? She's beautiful, man. I don't, she does something for me. And then Doc Rivers, if you want to hear him, all night long, if you don't want to hear them, please check me out with the play-by-play. Hang out with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work out with the phones. I've been trying to do that for the longest time. I thought about having a call-in show tonight, but this it's kind of too late. This is like a last minute type of show. But I'll try to open up phone lines for you guys this season so we can really chop it up and just make you more of a part of the show because a lot of you guys are shout out to Quiet Money, man. It's that time of year. Quiet Money's coming out the woodwork here. You know what I'm saying? Hope everything is good with you, man. Definitely can't wait to see you throughout the season. You got Mega, you got Holcomb here. Who's this? Kendall Jackson is here. What's good? What's good? Uh who else? Andy, I say I call you Andy. I can't really pronounce that name there, but yeah. Did I lose weight? No, I don't think I lost weight. Maybe because the cardio and stuff like that. Maybe I look a little bit more dry, from sweating so much. So then maybe that's the reason. But I'm still pretty big, man. I'm afraid to weigh myself. I was 260 the last time I weighed myself. I hope I didn't gain any more weight. I feel lighter, so that's a good sign. Shot Powers is here as usual. Yeah, man, let's get it in, man. So I mean, like I'm trying to say here, Doc Rivers. No disrespect to these guys. Doc Rivers is very smart. My girl here, she's very smart too. I like the way she calls the game. These are all Knicks here. Doreen is a Knick. She's a big time Knicks fan, New Yorker Knicks fan, and Doc Rivers actually played for the Knicks, number 25 with the Knicks, man. So listen, it's a Knick affair here for that first game. But like I said, if you don't want to listen to their voices, you can listen to your boy Eru call the game, tomorrow and the next 3 days, man. So oh man, let's get into that, man. So listen, man, this is the start of the season. We're looking at our players here. This is a great graphic that they put up here with all of our players. Brunson, we got RJ, we got Julius, a couple of these other guys here. Let's bring this back. We got Julius. Who else is a starter? Uh, you got Mitchell Robinson and Grimes. So is that enough to run the league, man? So of course we got Josh Hart coming off the bench. You want to talk about DiVincenzo here at the bottom here, Carrot Top? Who else we have here in this mix? A lot of guards, man. A lot of guards. If you look past Julius, look past Hartenstein, look past Mitch Robinson, the rest of the squad is filled with guards, man. All of them are guards. Jericho Sims, he's a power forward, but Jacob Toppin, he's a small forward. Outside of that, everybody else is basically a guard. Charlie Brown Jr. is tall, but he has a face up game. This guy Dylan Windler, he has a face up game as well. RJ is more of a power forward in this day and age, so I guess you can add him to the power forward, but he's going to be starting small forward, doing a lot of ball handling for us and stuff, man. So there's a lot of guards here on this roster. So I mean, the writing is on the wall for a trade, man. I think the Knicks. I think that there should be a trade for the Knicks here, in place. So I mean, we've been talking about it, but before we do that, this group, can they win? Can they win? I saw a statistic. I couldn't find it, man. But Vegas doesn't know how to call the Knicks this year. They don't know if the Knicks are gonna make the playoffs, or they don't know if the Knicks are gonna be a playoff team. They just don't know. So to bet on the Knicks right now is kind of like a weird bet. I didn't look at the actual numbers, for the money line for whether the Knicks make the playoffs and stuff like that. I didn't get a chance to check it. But like I said, I looked at it, looked at one on one side, just couldn't find it. But Vegas is confused with the Knicks here. But one thing here is that the Knicks start the season seventh on the NBA.com power rankings. So the Knicks are running it back with 90% of their roster. Uh, you know, uh, yeah, man, all the minutes coming from guys who are still on the roster. So listen, we're running it back. We only added DiVincenzo. The rest of these guys that you see here in this picture, you want to say like Deshaun excuse me, the John well, I can't get his name. The John Jeffries, whatever his name is here. He's been with the team for a while. Miles McBride's been with the team for a while. Even Archibald's been with the team for a while. All these guys have been with the team for a while. Maybe they didn't get on the floor, but these guys have been with the team for a while. So the Knicks basically ran it back with the same team. Jacob Toppin is new, and basically Dante DiVincenzo. These are the two guys that are new with the team. So we ran it back. So, according to the power rankings, we're seventh on the NBA.com. So that's good on paper to start the season. Based off of how we finished last year, we made it to the second round. So that's good to talk about, man. But you know, like I'm not very confident on how the Knicks are going to do it. Like from day one, we really need to watch and see how our guys bring it just to keep it moving here. The big topic here is Embiid. So I just want to talk about Embiid here. We could win with the current roster. You know what I'm saying. Like I said, we're small. We're gonna play small. Most of our rotation are gonna be guards. So it's definitely gonna be something different, something interesting to watch. From a fan standpoint, just from a basketball standpoint too. The Knicks are gonna be different. So that's gonna be fun to follow. But is that going to equate to wins and stuff like that? That's something interesting too. And even if we do win, we get to 47 wins and that type of thing, and that's a successful season. Is that enough? You know what I'm saying? Is that enough to keep us engaged? Is that enough to bring us to the next chapter? Are we going to start the next season the same way, where we're basically running it back, maybe adding one guy again? Because that's what we did last year. We added Brunson. Outside of Brunson, added a midseason trade with Josh Hart. Okay, so this time we added down the John, excuse me, DiVincenzo. At the trade deadline, I anticipate us making another small move to get another player here by the trade deadline, because that's what we've been doing, signing players and then making a little trade at the trade deadline. So that's what we've been doing, but nothing big enough to make us like, whoa, that pushed the needle ahead. You know what I'm saying? Josh Hart was a nice. Well, I mean, of course, Brunson was a big time move for us. Because we missed the playoffs the year before, so getting him here brought us to the playoffs, and then Josh Hart, just got us ready for the playoffs. So I don't see that lightning in the bottle this year. So just troubling. Anyway, back to this here. Shout out to Frank Isola, man. This is my favorite beat writer. He's not a beat writer anymore. Now he's just a radio personality. He's talking about he doesn't think that Daryl Morey is going to trade Embiid anytime soon. But he says, I don't think. So that's just his opinion. So guys, basically their whole careers they've just been giving opinion and hiding them as sources. You know what I'm saying? So everything right now is an opinion until something happens. Coming out of Philly, there's nothing coming out of Philly besides speculation. So I think this is what he says. He said, I think that uh almost a message to the Knicks are willing to make moves. So he just anticipates Karl Anthony Towns being the real person that the Knicks are interested in. One thing to be certain is that both guys are basically the same player. Center, the top centers of this NBA. Cat is going to be playing more power forward because they have that the French there. They have Rudy Gobert over there in Minnesota, but he's a center. Cat is a center, and Cat and Embiid are basically the same type of player. Maybe Embiid might be a little bit more consistent and poised, but Cat could bring it too. Cat has been putting up big time numbers of during his career as well. But he's been hurt the last couple of years, man. But writing is on the wall for the Knicks to possibly get another big man here, superstar big man in Embiid or Cat. So between each one, we're probably going to have to give up the same kind of package. But just to keep moving on with that, uh, league sources they are also saying this is Christian Winfield. He said league sources, which I think is just an opinion. He's saying that is it aren't expecting is an opinion. That Joel Embiid is not going to request a trade until the end of the next season. So I mean, this is all speculation, opinion bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not he's going to, demand the trade now in the middle of the season or the end of the season, it's anybody's guess. But right now it's just all about getting something out there, just and hoping that it sticks, right? So let's get into the meat and potatoes here. This is somebody from the Philadelphia Inquirer here. He's reporting for the Philadelphia Inquirer. He's saying that the Knicks, that the Philadelphia media is expecting the Knicks to give up Julius RJ, Evan Fournier, and Mitchell Robinson in exchange for Joel Embiid. So I mean, on paper, right off the bat, say right, you got to put respect on Julius Randle. He was an All NBA player twice. Last year he was 25 and 10. 25, 10, and what, 3 or 4, whatever, 5 or whatever, how many assists did he had? So 25, 10, and maybe 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. That's an all NBA team at his position. So trading him and then trading another 20-point a game scorer, you got to put it for what his stats say. He scored 19 points a game last year. So you got Julius, like I said, all pro. RJ scored 19 points per game last year. Evan Fournier is not done. So Evan Fournier can still be in your rotation. and then Mitchell Robinson's a starting center in the NBA. So that's a big package just for only singularly Embiid. That's not gonna rock for me, man. Number money wise, you're talking about Julius Randle makes say, round it off 25, RJ makes 25, so that's 50. We're talking about Evan Fournier makes about say round it off to like 20, right? So 50, 60, 70. Then Mitchell Robinson makes about 12, so just say 10. So you're talking about 50, 60, 70, talking about 80 million dollars for one season, traded for Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid does not make $80 million in one year. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to bring us something too. So is it gonna be Tobias Harris or somebody like that? Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris traded for those players. You know what I'm saying? If you really want Embiid, I think you do that. They always want to add pick swaps and other first round draft picks and this and things to make it to me, in my opinion, to make themselves feel smart. You know what I'm saying? Because first round draft picks are all speculation. It depends on what these franchises value of draft picks, not just because you think you're smart. You know what I'm saying? But just add and Joel Embiid and say like a Tobias, for these guys. Is that a good enough trade? I think that might do it, you know, because Tobias Harris kind of balances out the RJ and Fournier stuff, and then Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson together is basically Embiid. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give to get. So is that a good enough trade to keep us moving? That I'm not too sure, man. I don't know if you want Tobias Harris to be a power forward. Is Tobias Harris going to be a small forward, and then we're going to be looking for a power forward, or are we just going to make Tobias Harris a power forward, and then we're going to be looking for a small forward? You know what I'm saying? Back to the guards thing. We have too many guards. So for me, I would rather put a quickly into this deal. Add quickly here. I would even add Grimes. Quickly and Grimes in here with RJ. You know, of course Fournier. You want to throw Fournier out there too, but Mitchell Robinson has got to. It probably has to go if Embiid is coming. So there's so many different ways to get this thing going here. But I mean, on paper, yes, Randall, RJ, Evan Fournier, and Mitchell Robinson, for Embiid and Tobias Harris. That's interesting there. But like I said, we will have to do something with all these guards that we have. Oh man, it's very very interesting. But where do we go from here with that? Is that even enough to get us to the finals? Is that enough to help us go against teams like the Bucks? Because with Embiid and without Julius, it'd just be Embiid by himself and no other scorer. It'll be Tobias Harris and Embiid, and who else is going to score for us? Well, at this point, since we didn't trade quickly would have to be the third person at that point. Excuse me, you got Brunson as well, so you got Tobias, Embiid, Brunson. Is quickly going to be upgraded to the shooting guard spot? Is Grimes going to stay where he's at? We'll still basically going to be in the same quagmire. Scuttlebutt quagmire. What's the word that these guys say? They're using all these weird words nowadays. But we're still going to be stuck in the same thing, trying to fill in other spots. Because right now we kind of need a perimeter player to add to the roster that'll help us out, like on a forward. We basically need a forward to help us out here. But if we make this trade, we're still going to need a forward. So it just like basically slides things in a different area, but then we still need the same thing that we need with the current group that we have here. So it's interesting, man. So those are my quick thoughts here about the season. Like I said, if we was to trade for Embiid at this time, with the people that I mentioned, that still seems like a 47 win team. So we're still treading water here. So my question to Knicks fans is like, what do we do to get us to the next level? What is going to take us to the next level? Shout out to Steph. Steph likes Miles Turner. I like Miles Turner too. I think we should have gotten Miles Turner a while ago. Trading Mitch Robinson to Indiana for Miles Turner, would that work? I'm not too sure. Memphis right now, they need a center, so we can probably possibly make a trade with them. I really don't know who they have that we would actually want, from their team. You know what I'm saying. There's a lot of different moves that we possibly could make. But at this juncture, man, right now, like I said, this is the day before the season starts. There's nobody coming to save us, guys. Nobody coming to save us. The only thing that we have is each other. So I mean, listen, game one is tomorrow. Sim is not. I don't think Sim is doing a get together tomorrow. I got to double check. You know what I'm saying? But I'll probably be home. I'll probably be home doing a watch along from the crib. I think I'm just gonna keep it low key. Like I said, I need to save the chips to possibly cover the rest of uh this fundraiser here. I might need the chips to cover it myself. But outside of that, man, all we have is each other. Watch these games, and then right after the game, after the first game, the post game show, Sims post game show, everybody's post game show is gonna be lit. Especially Twitter Spaces or wherever else you can find unique content. It's gonna be lit because I think we're gonna have a lot to talk about. Whether Tom Thibodeau can coach, whether or not we prepared properly during the summer, the front office, whether or not they're doing enough to make the team better, to improve the team. Are we forward thinking to make this team better? That I'm not really too sure. I'm not really too sure what we're doing right now. We're kind of we're like in a time vortex or something like that right now with this Knicks club here. But this graphic is dope. There's a lot of players that here that we love, that we done fell in love with. A lot of people love Mitchell Robinson. There's a grime hive right now. RJ Hive is still in full effect. Julius is steady too. Like I'm kind of like Julius, just because he's a family man. He loves his wife, he loves his kids. So I'm kind of like drawn to that right now with Julius Randle, and I'm intrigued by his growth as a human being too, as somebody that in his early 20s now, getting close to 30, becoming more wiser and stuff like that. So I'm just attracted to Julius Randle's journey here. He seems like a really nice dude. Shout out to Quickly's on that same kind of rise as well. Outside of that, you're looking at Ryan Archinato, you got DiVincenzo, DeJohn, Jeffries, all these guys, they're basically the same kind of guy, the same kind of player. Really nice guys, family guys that are hard workers, that are not going to cause any trouble. There's no dogs. There's like really like no crazy people here. Like every team needs a couple crazy people. We don't have any of those. We don't have no crazy. Like I said, I think maybe DeJohn Jeffries might be a little crazy. Hartenstein might be a little crazy. Julius is a little nutty. But like as far as Fury and Venom out there on the court, we just don't have that guy. So I don't know, man. There's quite a few things that this team is missing. Mitchell Robinson, for as good as he is defensively, he needs to bring that nasty to protect us out there, and just to be intimidating out there, not just by his athleticism and being able to cover space and stuff, but being nasty, to make people hate him and they don't want to play against him. I don't think, even though he blocks shots or whatever, I don't think anybody's afraid of Mitchell Robinson. Julius Randle, for as crazy as he gets, nobody's really afraid of him either. They're really like laughing when he gets upset. RJ is another guy that comes and goes, and can't make a live to save his life. Just Brunson. I think the only person that anybody fears on this team is Brunson, because Brunson's like a maniac, psycho, Michael Myers style of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He can score whenever he wants to. He can score when he's hurt. He score when he's tired. So I mean, that's really like the only real dog that we have on his roster. The rest of the guys are up in the air. Just looking at it, man. I just like I said, I love my Knicks. And I love this team. There's quite a few people. Josh Hart, shout out to Josh Hart. But I don't know if I see you know, I don't know if I see like the light at the end of the tunnel with this crew here. Something's definitely gotta change. Jacob Toppin I really like, so it's interesting to see if he'll get there. Like I said, this guy Dylan Windler, that's like number 20. He's wearing Allen Houston's number. He's supposed to be a shooter. He hasn't gotten a shot to play yet. So I just don't get it. I really don't get it. There's a lot of frustrating things going on with the season, a lot of question marks and stuff like that. But the excitement is high, man. Tomorrow is the first game. I encourage everybody to get everything together tonight. You know what I'm saying? If you drive, throw it in your car. If you don't drive, throw it in your bag. That way, at some point of the day, you can get somewhere, change your clothes, and make sure everything is right, and get to where you need to get to. If you like to be down and stout, where everybody on top of each other, go ahead and do that. If you're gonna be at the game, make sure you're there early. That way you can enjoy the outside festivities. And there's probably gonna be a lot of content creators on the outside. The basketball bus is probably gonna be out there. There's gonna be a lot of craziness going out there. So please, it's Halloween season too. So please be careful. There's a lot of jackasses out there doing stuff. I've been noticing that early on. So please take care of yourselves. Be vigilant. Don't don't let your excitement take your head off the swivel. You know what I'm saying? Please protect yourself. And let's have fun tomorrow, man. Just another journey, another 82 game journey. To nowhere, basically. To nowhere. Another season to a journey to nowhere, man. So I mean, you never know what's gonna happen. You never know what's on the table. James Harden might get traded. So I don't still know if Philly is going to trade Harden and Embiid right back to back like this. You know what I'm saying? They're probably going to let it play out. Whatever trade they get for Harden, they're probably going to get a lot of reinforcements, to fill out the roster. You know what I'm saying? So, we just have to see what happens with that. But like I said, you know, um, this guy Giannis, is off the market. He just signed an extension, so nobody's coming to save us, man. Carl Anthony Towns, that they weren't talking about him, and now all of a sudden they're talking about him. Now Embiid, they're talking about Embiid now because Giannis is off the clock here. So, listen, man, all we got is us, orange and blue. Knicks crew. It is what it is. But let's get rid of this here. So I'm gonna see if I can share this, 'cause I thought this was pretty hilarious, man. I'm gonna try to dub it so I can play it often because this was pretty funny. Uh, let's do this here. Let's see if I do tabs, maybe it'll work here. Let me see. So I'll just do tab. Also show. Okay. So I've been playing it here, so I'm not sure if it's gonna work. But let's have some fun with this here. Give me a second so we can get up out of here. All right, so they're not gonna let me do. Oh, here we go. So before we finish the show, I'll play this video, and we can just prepare for this next season here, man. So here we are here. They showed us on the screen. Hopefully the audio plays. Let's see if the audio plays. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is Julius Randle on Jimmy Fallon here, man. So let's start it from the beginning.
Right. Make the magic last more than just one night. If we just get to it, I know we could break through it just one.
I don't know if we heard the audio. I just thought that was hilarious. I saw it live when it happened. Man. So that's just that's just a joy right there. That's like Nick Gold right there. So anyway, enjoy the night, guys. Like I said, get yourselves prepared for tomorrow, so you won't forget anything. And let's prepare for these Knicks, man. We're gonna have a lot of content tomorrow, early morning content, afternoon content, pre-game content. 34th Street area is gonna be popping, man. So anyway, get out there, have some fun. Like I said, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time, man. Enjoy the outro. Peace.
Eru, I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell the trophy, yeah, he need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, man, he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name, and it is on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder